Have you ever found yourself standing at the edge of a decision, torn between comfort and courage, fear and faith? Let's journey back to a time when a man named Peter found himself in a similar position. Picture a dark night on a boat amidst a vast sea. Jesus, the beacon of hope and faith, walks on the water towards the boat. His disciples aboard the ship are spellbound, their eyes wide with amazement and awe. Now focus on Peter, a man known for his fiery passion and unswerving dedication. He's intrigued, inspired, and a little fearful. Can he do it? Can he step out of the boat and onto the water as Jesus has? It's a moment of profound decision, a moment that will test his faith like never before. And then, Peter, in a moment of courage or perhaps curiosity, steps out of the boat and onto the water. As Peter takes those first steps, something shifts. His feet, which moments ago were firmly planted on the solid wood of the boat, now feel the liquid coolness of water beneath them. Initially, there's a sense of triumph, a rush of exhilaration that defies logic and nature. He's walking on water, just like Jesus. But then, as quickly as the victory comes, it's threatened. The wind picks up, the waves grow higher, and the calm lake becomes a tempest. Peter's gaze, once locked on Jesus, now strays to the chaos around him. Doubt creeps into his heart, and fear wraps its icy fingers around him. The storm, in all its fury, becomes a metaphor for the trials and tribulations we all face in life. It's easy to lose focus, to let fear overtake faith. Peter's focus on the storm, the danger, leads him towards fear, and he begins to sink. But in his moment of fear, Peter does something incredibly important. As the waves crash around him and doubt seizes his heart, he does not let pride or despair consume him. Instead, he reaches out, he calls for help. "Lord, save me," he cries out, a plea that echoes through the ages, resonating with each one of us in our moments of fear and uncertainty. And how does Jesus respond? Without hesitation, without a moment's delay, he reaches out his hand. He does not chastise Peter for his doubt or his fear. Instead, he extends his hand in rescue, in comfort, in love. This powerful interaction between Peter and Jesus teaches us a profound lesson. In our moments of fear and doubt, when we feel like we're sinking, we must remember to reach out, to call out to Jesus. In the midst of his fear, Peter calls out to Jesus, who immediately reaches out and grabs him. How does this story resonate with us today? As we delve into the reflections of various Christians, we find that Peter's story is not so distant from our own experiences. One believer shares, "In my journey of faith, there have been times when I've stepped out onto the waters of uncertainty, driven by my trust in God. But much like Peter, I've often found myself overwhelmed by the waves of doubt." Another adds, "When I look at Peter's experience, I see the power of focusing on Jesus amidst the chaos. Whenever I lose sight of him, I find myself sinking in my circumstances, just as Peter did." And yet another reflects, "Peter's story is a reminder that even in our moments of fear and doubt, Jesus is ready to reach out and pull us back up. It's a powerful testament to his unending love and grace." Like Peter, we all have moments when we let our fears override our faith. So what does Peter's journey tell us about our own faith journeys? Peter's story, as dramatic as it is, holds valuable lessons for Christians today. It's an ongoing reminder that faith is not a one-time decision, but a daily choice, especially when we're faced with fear and uncertainty. Just like Peter, we may find ourselves stepping out into the unknown, driven by our faith. And just like Peter, we might let our gaze drift away from Jesus and onto the stormy sea of life's challenges. We may falter, we may doubt, but that doesn't make us any less faithful. Peter's story encourages us to remember that even in our moments of doubt, Jesus is always there, offering a steady hand to guide us through. So, let's embrace our own water-walking moments, however shaky they may be. Peter's story is a powerful reminder that even when we doubt, even when we're afraid, we can always find faith and comfort in Jesus' unwavering love.